Hi guys, today I'm here with my May favorites. Before we get into the makeup, I just want to say a gigantic thank you to every single person who entered my 30,000 subscriber giveaway, and the people that took the time to leave a comment on my video encouraging me and supporting me just meant the world. It was a very emotional video. I felt very vulnerable putting it out there, but it's truly how I feel, and by no means do I feel like I deserve anything. I am not entitled to anything. I put a ton of work into my channel, and I hope that I receive back what I put into it, but by no means am I, entitled to any of this. So to have you guys show so much support is just so amazing, and the winner has been contacted. They actually received their package recently, and it is a random selection, but the person that won is somebody who has actually struggled a good bit with their life. We had a few emails back and forth, and makeup became a way for them to cope. So I'm just so glad that somebody wanted who I know is going to be able to put it to good use. And of course, I will continue to have more giveaways in the future to, give a little bit of appreciation. It's a very small token of how much I appreciate your support. Anyways, let's go ahead and get into my favorites. The first item that I've absolutely been loving this month, and actually loving last month, I just forgot to put it in my favorites, is from Essence. And I've talked this to death, I think, but it needed a spot in a favorites video. This is the eyebrow gel, color and shape, and a lot of people, I think, when I spoke about it, got it confused with the little actual eyebrow gel mascara that they have, but I don't actually love that that much. I love this though. It's basically an Anastasia dip brow kind of pomade style product. The color, the pigmentation, the way that it blends out, it's not too pigmented. I think it's a little bit easier to work with than a lot of other pomades. I think that it is just absolutely amazing. It costs under $5. I'm wearing it today, and every day that I wear it, I'm like, I am having an amazing brow day. I do only think it comes in one different shade, so hopefully they will expand it. The shade that I wear is in the shade brown, but it is just so fabulous. The quality is amazing, and of course with Essence, the price is going to be even better. Another great drugstore love that I have been really enjoying, and something that you seem to have enjoyed as well, because I used this in my recent go-to event makeup video, and you guys were all like, your lashes. And obviously I wore two different mascaras, but a huge part of that look was from L'Oreal, and this is their Voluminous Lash Primer. I think this came out last year, but either way, I have been obsessed with this. I don't find myself reaching for lash primers on the daily ever, but this is something I've actually been reaching for a lot. I feel like it truly does what it says it's going to do, adds tons of volume. I don't find it makes my lashes clumpy. I'll put it on, let it dry for like 20 or 30 seconds, and it just does such a good job. So if you just want to amp up current mascaras, you like playing around with makeup and just seeing how you can switch up your look, or if you find that your lashes just lack a lot of volume, I definitely recommend giving this a try. I mean, L'Oreal is very well known for their mascaras, but I haven't heard many people talk about this, and I think it is such a gem. On my lips today, I'm wearing two favorites. The first is from Gosh, and I'm always on the hunt for a lip liner that is like my lips but better, a little bit deeper, something I can wear all the time, and this is totally that, and the formula is amazing as well. Gosh is available at Shoppers Drug Mart if you live here in Canada, and I believe if you live in Europe, it's also quite readily available. This is their Velvet Touch lip liner in the shade Raisin. They do have a nice shade range, but this one for me is such a good match. I've actually worn it all over my lips, and it is just such a beautiful shade. I think that it would work really well on a lot of people, but for me, it's something that I love to reach for when I'm trying to make a lipstick work, when I'm trying to add a little bit of depth to my look, or I'll just wear it alone as a lip color because it's so nice. But I'm also wearing it under this lip product here, which I mentioned in my recent ColourPop haul. I'll link to that down below. But this is the Blotted Lip in the shade Drip, and these are actually very complementary because when I put this on top, you couldn't even really tell that much of a difference, but this color is beautiful. I love the formula of these. I think that they're super creamy. They're like still quite full pigment, but they're kind of like a stain. I don't know, I think it's such an interesting formula. I have had a little issue because the actual lip product kind of fell out, but like I'll put up with that if I think that the product is really good, and I have really been enjoying these blotted lip products. I definitely see myself purchasing more of them, but I think that Drip is going to be one of those really popular shades that everyone will really enjoy. So to those of you who have been around for a little while, and when you hear me say In-Stain Blush, you're just like, oh, she's talking about Swiss Dot. No guys, today I'm mixing it up. I've turned a corner. Still In-Stain Blush's #1 fan, but today I'm wearing a different shade. It's actually in the shade Tool? No, not Tool. What is it? Toil? T-O-I-L-E. Either way, it is a gorgeous, gorgeous shade, and it is just kind of like this I don't know, it looks really, really bright. I am wearing it on my cheeks today. You can go super full color. There's a ton of pigment in here, but just go lightly and build up to kind of your desired cheek color. But this is so pretty. I can see myself wearing this a ton for spring. It is really bright and really vibrant, but it still has a bit of depth to it. So if you have a deeper skin and you're looking for something vibrant, but it's not gonna look ashy on your skin, it's gonna give your skin some life and a beautiful flush, I think that this is amazing. It's completely matte, a nice soft texture, but not a ton of powder kick up by any means. And the in-stain blushes, of course, have a very, very good wear time on your cheeks. I think they apply incredibly evenly. I have a full review on these from years ago and I've talked them to death, but maybe you're new and you've never heard of them, or maybe you're... Oh my god. Oh my god. Why in every video do I drop something? Are you okay? We good. This is like the third time this has happened with an in-stain blush. That's my only problem, is just be careful with it. I'm gonna glue you back in. Am I gonna have to get a little case for this like I have for my Kevyn Aucoin powder? Do I just need to, like, have I been throwing out those snazzy velvet cases all this time, not realizing that apparently all my makeup just wants to not be a part of my life anymore because you're not going anywhere. Okay, moving along to another blush that is not powder, that I will not drop, I promise. It is from NARS, and this is one of their new liquid blushes. I'm incredibly impressed with these. As you know, I've been on a bit of a liquid cream kick lately, and this one is in the shade Torrid. Again, I use this in my go-to event makeup look, and I think that this line is beautiful. Torrid is kind of a little bit deeper than the rest of the shades in the line. They also have Orgasm, Luster, and Dolce Vita, I think it is. But I definitely love this one and Luster the most. I think that they have a beautiful liquidy texture, but it's nothing too runny, but it's not creamy or sticky. This one is matte in the sense that it doesn't have any shimmer in there, but of course it is a liquid product, but it does kind of go from like liquid to powder on your skin, and I think that these are just gorgeous. I actually went to an event where I watched them demo it, and of course it was on these gorgeous models who had no foundation on, but they put it like on their cheeks, like up to their eyes, they put it on their lips, they put it like, it just looked so good for like a really fresh, springy look. And obviously with NARS you're gonna have a bit of a higher price point, but to me I feel like the quality is absolutely there. It's a unique formula, and this one especially is a gorgeous color. Another non-powder cheek product that I have been loving is from Joe Fresh. If you'd like to see a best of Joe Fresh video, let me know, because I have loved a lot that I have tried from them. But this is their highlighting stick in Pink Pearl, and it's pink but it has quite a strong gold reflect, I guess, running through it, which is what makes me really, really love it. Pink highlighters generally are harder to pull off on my quite warm skin tone, but this is so pretty, and what I love about it is that it has a very distinct glow that actually sticks around on your face. I find sometimes with cream products, because I'm going to powder it no matter what, when I put my face powder over it, it just totally disappears, and I don't love the idea of just putting a powder highlight over it. I really do like to powder my skin all over because I am so oily. But I find, and you'll see in that video, when I use this and I powdered over it, the glow was still there to the point where I wouldn't even necessarily need to reach for a powder highlight. I think that this is so, so stunning, really, really beautiful. It doesn't have any glitter in there, just a really beautiful shimmer. I think it could look really good as well if you have dry skin and you skip the powder, no makeup day on this skin, because it really does blend in beautifully, and Joe Fresh is not to be overlooked. The foundation that I'm wearing is from CoverGirl. This is their brand new Elixir foundation. It is the Healthy Elixir in the United States. I have a full Oily Skin Diaries review if you'd like to see application, flash photo test, wear test, how it holds up on my oily skin. But I really do enjoy this. I actually wore this for quite a while up until I did that review, so I had a lot of opinions going into it, and I knew that I loved it. With any foundation, I'm starting to realize that I really like it in much lighter layers. The more I put on, the oilier I get, which I think makes sense. But today I'm wearing, I think, a pump and a half on my face. In the video, I wore like closer to 3 or 4 pumps, but I think it just has such a beautiful finish. I really, really love it. It's something I found myself reaching for a ton, even though sometimes when I'm reviewing a foundation, I'm reaching for it because I want to review it, but this I was reaching for it because I really, really did like it, and it's from the drugstore. CoverGirl generally is more affordable in the way of prices, and the bottle is gorgeous. I think the shade range is good as well. Something to note though, I'm wearing golden tan today. I've worn warm beige. I'm generally a classic tan, and classic tan in this is not at all what classic tan normally is, so just be wary of that when you're picking it up. But luckily it comes in a glass bottle with a pump, so you'll be able to see your shade. enjoyed. Moving on to some Bath & Body skincare type stuff from the Body Shop. I've really been enjoying the Drops of Youth Liquid Peel. This has 3 plant stem cells, stuff from the Italian Alps, sea holly, all kinds of good stuff in there. But basically this is a gel that you rub on clean, dry skin, and it just does such a good job leaving your skin feeling very, very smooth. It says that it gently peels impurities, pollutants, dead skin cells, and reveals fresher, more youthful skin, and I would totally agree. It's the kind of product that really pills up on your skin, and I'm still not totally convinced that these products and what you see on your skin is actually dead skin disappearing, but once I've washed it off, it really does feel like it has exfoliated. It doesn't have any beads or anything in there. It is more of, I guess, a chemical exfoliant. I'm not totally sure if it actually is a chemical exfoliant, but in the fact that it's an exfoliant that doesn't have beads in it, that's what we'll call it. But I really have been enjoying this. They have a few different formulas as well, but I've been using this 2 or 3 times a week, and it just leaves my skin feeling so nice. I get a lot of questions about my hair, and I have done a few hair videos, and I would like to do more. So let me know what kind of hair videos you'd like to see from me, but I have had requests for affordable hair care, and a shampoo and conditioner that I have been using for years is from Herbal Essences. This is their Hello Hydration Moisturizing Conditioner, and kind of a funny story how I began using this, but I grew up in Newfoundland and there was very few people who looked like me, but there was actually one girl who looked a lot like me, to the point where people would go up to her and think that she was me, and it was just really funny. So we ended up kind of connecting and chatting, and I asked her what she used on her hair, and she said she used this, and her hair looked amazing. So I was like, I'm gonna start using it too. So I have used this for a good few years on and off. I love the scent. It's not too heavy, but it does leave my hair feeling really nice and smooth. I leave it in for like as long as I can, brush it out with my Tangle Teaser, and Herbal Essences is super affordable, and the scent to me just brings back such nostalgia because I have been using it for like at least 5 years on and off. From Avon, I have been really enjoying this. It is the Skin So Soft Satin Glow Body Gel Moisturizer, and this is the kind of moisturizer, it's not something that I would reach for at night before bed, because I don't know that it's necessarily something that's really gonna hydrate my skin. It does leave it feeling hydrated, but what I love this for is the daytime, especially in the summer, especially if I'm like going to an event, even in the nighttime. It just leaves your skin looking so good. It's kind of like a highlighter for your skin. It gives you this like glowy look, but it doesn't have any actual shimmer in there. There's no self-tanner in there. It's got a really nice gel, almost silicone feel, and it just leaves your skin looking so hydrated, so healthy, and it's really affordable as well. So I think that this just is such a nice item as like a going out body moisturizer, if that makes sense. So there you have it. That is everything that I loved throughout the month of May. I hope you had an amazing month. If you'd like to connect with me, you can always find me on Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat at SamanthaJaneYT, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!